Hello everyone. Today topic is graphical representation of complex number. In this topic we have to discuss vectors and moduli. Inequality, sum, difference, multiplication, division, complex conjugate, questions for practice and references. Complex number written as z is equal to x plus iy. A complex number is a number that can be represented in the form x plus iy, where x and y are real numbers and I represents the imaginary unit, satisfying the equation I square is equal to -1. Because no real number satisfies this equation, I is called an imaginary number. It is customary to denote a complex number xy by z so that z equal to xy. It can be seen here in figure that this dot point represented as a complex number in the form of xy. So x coordinate is equal to x0 and y coordinate is equal to 0y. So this point can be represented in a complex plane as z, which is the function of x, y. Objective of this lecture is, after completion of this lecture, students or learner will be able to understand algebraic operations in complex numbers and to determine complex conjugate and modulus of a complex number. Now, vectors and moduli of a complex number. It is naturally to associate any non-zero complex number z is equal to x plus iy with the directed line segment or vector from the origin to the point xy that represents z in the complex plane. In fact, we often refer to z as the point z or the vector z. In figure 2, the numbers z equal to x plus iy and -2 plus I are displayed graphically as both points and radius vector. As we see here in the figure that this point z is represented as x plus iy, it is a general point. And a specific point here, it is represented here -2, 1. So in this direction we see there -2 units, and in this direction we see the 1 unit. So this is a specific point -2 and 1, while this point is a general point in the complex plane. When there are 2 points in the complex plane, such as z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2, then their sum will be z1 plus z2 is equal to x1 plus x2 plus I y1 plus y2, corresponding to the point x1 plus x2 comma y1 plus y2. It also corresponding to a vector with those coordinates as its component. Here z1 plus z2 may be obtained vectorically as shown in figure 3. Here this z1 one point represented by a complex plane by this vector, and this Z2 represented by another point in the complex plane by this vector. So sum of these two vectors will be the resultant of these two vector, which represents here Z1 plus Z2, that represents here the third point. So the sum of these two complex number Z1 plus Z2 will be here different from Z1 and Z2. Although the product of two complex numbers Z1 and Z2 is itself a complex number represented by a vector, that vector lies in the same plane as the vector for Z1 and Z2. Evidently, then this product is neither the scalar nor the vector product used in ordinary vector analysis. The vector integration of complex number is especially helpful in extending the concept of absolute values of real numbers to the complex plane. The modulus or absolute value of a complex number z is equal to x plus iy is defined as the non-negative real number is denoted by mod of z. And this mod of z is equal to root x square plus y square. Here x and y are the real and imaginary part of a complex number. Geometrically, the number mod of z is the distance between the points x, y and the origin, or the length of the radius vector representing z. It reduces to the usual absolute value in the real number system when y equal to 0. Note that while the inequality. If z1 less than z2 is meaningless unless both z1 and z2 are real. The statement mod of z1 less than mod of z2 means that the point z1 is closer to the origin than the point z2 is. The distance between two points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is mod of z1 minus z2. This clear from figure 4, since mod of z1 minus z2 is the length of the vector representing the number z1 minus z2 is equal to z1 plus minus z2, and by translating the radius vector z1 minus z2, one can interpret z1 minus z2 as the directed line segment from the point xy2 to the point x1 y1. Alternately, it follows from the expression z1 minus z2 is equal to x1 minus x2 plus I y1 minus y2, and by definition mod of z1 minus z2 is equal to root x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. The complex numbers z corresponding to the points lying on the circle with center 0 and radius r thus satisfy the equation mod of z minus z0 is equal to r. And conversely, we refer to this set of points simply as the circle mod of z1 minus z0 is equal to r. So there is example. Through this example, we see the equation mod of z1 minus 1 plus 3i is equal to 2 represent the circle whose center is z0 is equal to 1.1 minus 3 and whose radius is r is equal to 2. It also follows from definition 1 that the real number mod of z, the real z equal to x and imaginary z is equal to y are related by the equation 2. mod of z square, which is equal to real part of z square plus imaginary part of z square. Thus, real part of z is less or equal to real mod of real of z is less or equal to mod of z, and imaginary part of z is less or equal to imaginary part of z mod less or equal to mod of z. We turn now to the triangle inequality, which provide an upper bound for the modulus of the sum of two complex numbers z1 and z2. So, which is shown here in equation 4, mod of z1 plus z2 always less or equal to mod of z1 plus mod of z2. This important inequality is graphically evident in figure 3, since it is merely a statement that the length of one side of a triangle is less than or equal to the sum of the length of the other two sides, which is shown here in the figure. Complex conjugate. The complex conjugate, or simply the conjugate of a complex number z is equal to x plus iy, is defined as the complex number x minus iy and is denoted by z bar. That is, z bar is equal to x minus iy. The number z is represented by the point x minus y, which is the reflection in the real axis of the point xy representing z, as shown in here figure 5. Note that z is equal to z and mod of z is equal to z for all z, or if z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2, then z1 plus z2 is equal to x1 plus x2 minus iy1 plus y2 is equal to x1 minus iy1 plus x2 minus iy2. So the conjugate of the sum is the sum of conjugates. So z1 plus z2 is equal to z1 plus z2. In like manner, it is easy to show that z1 minus z2 is equal to z1 minus z2. And z1 into z2 is equal to z1 into z2. And z1 upon z2 bar is equal to z1 bar divided by z2 bar, provided that z2 bar is not zero. The sum z plus z bar of a complex number z is equal to x plus iy and its conjugate z bar is equal to x minus iy is the real number 2f, and the difference z minus z bar is the pure imaginary number 2iy. Hence, real z is equal to z plus z bar divided by 2 and imaginary z is equal to z minus z bar divided by 2i. So in this way, we can represent real z and imaginary z of a complex. An important identity relating the conjugate of a complex number z is equal to x plus iy to its modulus is z into z bar is equal to mod of z square, where each side is equal to x square plus y square. It suggested the method for determining a quotient z1 upon z2 that begin with expression 7, of course, based on multiplying both the numerator and the denominator of z1 by z2 by z2 bar, so that the denominator becomes the real number mod of z2 square. Now see the example. Minus 1 plus 3i divided by 2 minus I, which is equal to minus 1 plus 3i into 2 plus I divided by 2 minus I into 2 plus I. So here we multiply by the complex conjugate of 2 minus iy in numerator and denominator. So this becomes minus 5 plus 5i divided by 2 minus I mod whole square, which is equal to minus 5 plus 5i divided by 5, which is equal to minus 1 plus I. This is the complex number in the form of x plus iy. Identity 7 is especially used in obtaining property of moduli from the properties of conjugate noted above. We mentioned that mod of Z1 Z2 is equal to mod of Z1 into mod of Z2, and mod of Z1 divided by Z2, which is equal to mod of Z1 divided by mod of Z2, provided Z2 is not equal to 0. So these are the questions for practice. Locate the number Z1 plus Z2 and Z1 minus Z2 vectorically when Z1 is equal to 2i, Z2 is equal to 2 by 3 minus I. Now the next question, Z1 is equal to minus root 3 and 1, Z2 is equal to root 3 and 0, Z1 is equal to minus 3 1, Z2 is equal to 1 4, Z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1, Z2 is equal to x1 minus iy2, and so on. The other examples are here also written for the practice. These are the references. You can go through these references. Thank you.